Hello guys and welcome. This is Bart13D Casting. We have Loser Kids and Rank 9 recording for now. We're having a little bit of difficulties again with fraps on Rank 9's end, but we're going to see if we can maintain this game throughout. This is a round of 16 game, I believe. No. Yeah. I don't know. Second round game of QS versus Fnatic MSI. Last game we saw QS beat AGL with a very strong Swiftblade carry, who actually is banned this game. Let's go into the bans here. We'll start with QS banning Zephyr, Kronos, Hellbringer, which were the actual same bans that AGL made against them in the first round game. And then we have MSI banning Accursed, Ophelia, and Swiftblade. So a lot of good bans going down right now. I'm wondering if Fnatic got a little bit of a heads up that QS used Swiftblade as a carry, because for someone to ban Swiftblade's you don't really see Swiftblade banned very often, so I'm guessing someone told him what was going down. But let's start with the Accursed ban, a very strong support hero. He's got the heal, he's got the shield, can negate a lot of nukers early on in the game. And now we go to the next ban, which was Zephyr, and we'll incorporate Kronos with that as well. Two very strong carries at this point in time, and have the ability to solo teams, in my opinion. Back to Ophelia is a very strong pusher. She can get 5 neutral creeps at a time and destroy towers if she needs to, especially those tier 1 towers. They go down really quickly, and I'm going to emphasize this a lot. Really quickly when you have that many neutral creeps to just kind of do work on that. Let's run through the list here. We got Swiftblade next, strong carry, and like I said before, QS used him in the last game. It was like 20-2 or some ridiculous thing like that. Had every item a Swiftblade could possibly want and destroyed AGL. And the final ban, Hellbringer, crowd control ultimate, slow nuke, the typical reasons there. And now we'll start with the picks here, which I'm not too far behind. We'll start with Fnatic. We got Blacksmith, CD, and Slither. So if they need to, I'm guessing we're going to see Blacksmith Slither actually in a lane, because they got the magic armor reduction from Blacksmith and the nuke from Blacksmith. 4x multicast late game does quite a bit of work there. And you got the Slither toxicity and the poison spray, which will do bonus damage on that magic armor reduction. CD, a good semi-carry player, as long as he keeps up good farm, gets a little bit of gankage off early in. He can get some good money development, which I like as it's a semi-carry as well. Corrupted Disciple, probably one of my more favorite heroes in the game. And now we'll go over to QS here. They got 4 picks. Pestilence, D-Sham, obvious lane there. Demented Shaman with the heal. Pestilence, you got the stun. You know, very good, strong lane there. Very offensive. And Demented Shaman brings some push, anti-push power to the team as well. Puppet Master, probably going to be the solo mid, being that he's probably going to be up against CD in that mid as well. A great carry, and I think the reason for that pick was to kind of counter the MSI. Maybe they were going to look to get a magic armor reduction team, and Puppet Master fits in perfectly with that lineup, because he's got that Harken's Blade capacity where he can literally one-shot a lot of those heroes. He can one-shot Plague and Demented Shaman later in the game with that Whiplash proc bonus damage. And Plague Rider, very strong babysitter in my mind, and ganker. He's got a huge nuke and nuke power. He can nuke almost every chance he gets, and then the ultimate later on does a lot of magic AoE damage. Real quick, something I want to note on, the percentages were very even, if not 50-50, as both teams are in danger and in luck of winning 5+ and 5- PSR. But let's go back to lineups here. The last 2 picks for this left side, that is Fnatic, was Valkyrie and Tempest. So Tempest, a very good AoE crowd control hero. He's got a mega ultimate. And then we have Valkyrie, who I'm guessing we're going to see swapped with Rexy in a minute here, who plays a very good Valkyrie. But I think Valkyrie's a little bit of a broken pick currently, because I don't think Valkyrie fits in with many of the metagames currently, and I take that back, as Rotterdam is going to play Valkyrie, which, like I was saying, I think is a broken pick. I don't think she fits into the lineups, and as I was informed and explained thoroughly by one of my co-staff members, Insane Rabbi, if you're going to put Valkyrie into a metagame, you have to have a 80% arrow hit chance, because the mana cost it takes to do an arrow and a call of the Valkyrie depletes her mana pool entirely, which I thought was a very good point brought up by Rabbi, and I think that is spot on when it comes to why we don't see many Valk picks. And the final pick for QS is Forsaken Archer. I don't know, maybe this QS team is looking to do a little bit of push early on. You got Demented Shaman, Forsaken Archer, and Plague Rider, all three good pushers, but I'm trying to think of the lanes here. Now that we have Forsaken, we might see Forsaken Archer mid to counter CD, because if CD gets points in his static discharge, then Puppet Master will be at that much more of a disadvantage, because he has two direct and a ultimate direct spells, whereas Forsaken Archer has two indirect active spells, the first one being her Volley, which is indirect and is AoE based, and her ultimate same thing. So I'm guessing we're going to see FA mid, D-Sham Pest bottom, that leaves Plague Puppet top, which is actually a good lane because you have Plague Rider can get his nuke slow off, and then Puppet Master can get his hold off, and by the time Puppet Master gets both of his crowd controls off, Plague Rider's nuke is going to be off CD, so I like that lane a lot. Let's go back over to MSI here, who now that once we see this lineup, we're going to have, from my guess, Slither, Blacksmith in the top lane. I explained that lane before. CD or Valk mid, and then the other one down bottom. Probably gonna see, I'm gonna say CD mid, Valk bottom, because Tempest's mini stun there can help Valk line up that arrow, and that gives him a little bit extra stun capacity there. But it all depends really where this Tempest is gonna play. If QS counterwards that Legion jungle, he's gonna easily move up into that Hellborn jungle and look to just grab his gold up there. And we got a courier from D-Sham, and that'll leave Plague Rider with wards for the Hellborn. And we got 4 Legion players moving top, so they're looking to get a first blood in that jungle. CD getting bottle first, Blacksmith nothing, Slither's got the wards, Tempest making his way top, so he's going to be in the Hellborn jungle, and Valkyrie the only one moving bottom. The courier was bought by Tempest though, and 4 Legion players moving top is a little ridiculous, but they are looking to get this first blood, and if they pull it off, they're going to have a huge advantage. We have Tempest waiting to get his first spell, Slither same thing, because they're going to see which one's going to be more beneficial. Corrupted Disciple's got his Electric Tide, which is obvious, and Blacksmith with his stun first as well. And we got Puppet Plague down bottom, Forsaken Archer top, Pesty D-Sham mid. Okay. Alright, I like the way they mixed this up a little bit. Alright. Legion making their way mid now. So they're looking to get that mid gank first. Haste Rune for Demented Shaman. And I think for them to put that lane middle is going to prove very useful here. I just hope they don't get scouted and then ganked. The only thing they really need to watch out for is that Blacksmith stun. Slither gets his poison spray though, and here they come now. Pestilence running through the river. D-Sham with the haste is going to scoot away here. And well done there by QS to sneak away from that. Looks like D-Sham's coming back in here now. Pestilence as well. So we got Tempest CD against Demented Shaman Pest in this mid lane. And that puts Blacksmith Slither against Forsaken Archer up top, and Plague Puppet down bottom against Valkyrie. So, really good lane assignments right now. They're going to look down bottom to get Puppet Master's disables off first. But let's go back mid, where we got some huge damage exchange right now. Tempest and Demented Shaman both down below half HP, and taking huge damage there in that mid lane really early on there. Looks like Tempest is going to move into the top jungle here, though. And he's going to ward here. Looks like Tempest is going to be used to roam a little bit. So the Legion's doing some good creep pulls here though to keep their lane back, and Forsaken Archer is looking to just scout out what's going down right now. I'm not too sure if she ended up seeing Tempest in their jungle, but